is DJShowMeState.com.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he does excellent work on there, man. I know one of the things that caught me, man, that really caught my eye when I was looking into your stuff was the traffic jams series you got. You wanna tell the audience a little bit about that?
Yeah. I mean, the concept is pretty straightforward. It's like just riding and rapping type shit. Uh, Trying to think. That's like everything that's out right now is like the first season. I kind of took a break and switched cars. So like the next season it'll be in a different car, stuff like that. But I'm definitely about to start bringing that out soon too.
I know. Wait, so you just get new cars like every single time you go to reshoot?
Man, hell no. Man, I wish it was like that. I wish it was like
And
that. I'd be in a spaceship season seven. But
the last car looked nice, man. You
man,
should need a re up for it, man.
man, no, I missed that car. That was my baby. But I ended up having to getting a different car and shit. And it's crazy because I ain't really put them out. I ain't really been recording that much now because of the weather for one. But it's like the damn carbon tripping. So it's like I don't even want to be. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna be recording a damn blooper if I use the car. If I use my car right now, but I feel like I'll probably have that shit together in probably like another month or so. Get this shit back rolling.
Hell yeah, I really fuck with that. I think I know you said that you feel like concept is like easy and it's simple, but I feel like it's also something that like we don't really got in the space of the area, the Nashville scene right now. It's just that simple. Bring it back to the roots, kind of hip hop kind of shit. So I fuck with that, and then you kind of embodying all
Yeah,
five elements of really what makes a hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? Besides beatboxing, can you beatbox? Don't do
man,
it.
not
Don't
well.
do it. Don't do
Go in on this.
Hey, I'm about to turn to Dougie
Just a
Fresh
matter of
real quick.
fact.
Actually,
Sit
nah,
your
hell
ass.
no.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't that good. It might be a video out of me beatboxing somewhere though. That's the funniest
Yeah.
part about it. That's the
Ah,
funniest shit.
Man, appreciate the anonymous gifter. It's a gift and another sub. That's awesome, man.
would
Anyways,
love to see that, man.
man,
Oh yeah.
Appreciate
Oh, it
y'all.
was for me. Yeah, appreciate
yeah,
that.
what got you into the world of DJing, man? What really brought you into it?
Man, I always been like a music head. Like I'm sure y'all been the same way. Just like as a kid, just always gravitating towards music and shit. And I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like when I first got a laptop. I've always been like making like mix CDs and shit like that. So I guess that's really where it came from. But
Yeah,
like even before I had a computer, I make like fire ass mix CDs. I get my cousin to burn them. I just like write all the songs down and shit. And or one of my homies. But I think after I got like a laptop, it was like I got like an actual working laptop when I graduated high school, and my auntie got it for me. And I think after like I think in the middle of my freshman year, I was trying to like make beats and shit. I had like Fruity Loops, but my cousin was using it way more than I was and some shit like this. So I was just
yeah,
like, I don't know, I just couldn't use it for some reason. I don't know what it was. I guess I just didn't do my research like I should have. But I ended up downloading Virtual DJ like probably halfway through my freshman year, and I was just like messing around with it, just like chopping screwing songs and shit like that. Just really just fucking around with the app. I really ain't had no intentions of
yeah.
DJing or anything. And trying to think, I think this was the beginning of my sophomore year, so this was like 2011. Old as hell. But uh, my homie, this was like I think Labor Day weekend or some shit like that. Whatever it was, we had like a little break on maybe Monday, and my homie was like, "I'm gonna shout out to DJ Serious. He went by DJ Night, DJ D Nice at the time.
Yeah.
He hit me. He had just started DJing too, so he hit me and he was just like, hey, you want to do this party with me? Because we was throwing a party, but we had him to DJ, and he was just like, shit, you want to do it with me? I thought like, don't you DJ? And I was like, I mean, shit, I'll do it, and
Yeah.
it's just been a rapper ever since.
Yeah.
Long story longer, short story long. But yeah, it just kind of fell into it, bro. It was like in a weird ass way. It was just like we did that party together one time. It was like a little set, like in an apartment or some shit.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of kept rolling after that. Next thing
It
I
always
know,
starts in a
I
party,
was just
man.
doing this shit full time. Yeah, right.
I hear that. That's interesting to hear. So what brought you from like the party scene? Obviously, last time we talked in person, you was talking about you was doing college parties and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
To these shows, what kind of stuff do you actually like doing? DJing. What kind of events are your
Yeah,
favorite?
yeah. So actually, that's like almost picking up from that same like scenario with me DJing like the college parties and shit. I was kind of being stubborn doing the parties because I'd be trying to vibe that bitch out, and
Yeah.
people would be like, "Bro, we trying to like fight each other." Like,
They
bro,
want
play
Playboy
Walker Party.
Cardi, you
We
play
trying
Marvin
to,
Gaye.
yeah, man, nah, and shit. Playboy wasn't even out there. This was like play Waka Flocka,
Okay.
play
Pardon.
some Chief
Yeah,
Keef,
yeah.
like
Ballin' out.
yeah, this was like, bro, this was like Waka Flocka, Chief Keef, like early Yo Gotti,
Boosie.
like yeah, like set it off type shit, like
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
them
Oh
like around the time
yeah.
all that shit came up.
He's playing
So
fucking
it was a
Cash
little
Money
turn.
and shit.
Yeah, like I can't remember what song it was, but like we broke a floor and it's an apartment complex called Raiders Ridge. And we had a party. I DJ'd a party in this girl crib on like the third floor. We cracked the we cracked the floor. I cannot remember the name of the song. It might have been Lil Sosa, but
That makes sense.
I can't remember the fucking song, bro. But like whoever lived under them had a cracked ceiling. No, but bruh. So like it turned from that to like with like me being me, the type of music I was listening to at the time. It's like I'm playing that type of shit, but I'm going home listening like Kendrick Lamar when he first came out, Schoolboy Q and shit like that. So it's like that's the type of shit I really want to play at the parties. Is Don Kennedy and shit.
Yeah.
But it just kind of, I don't know. It just kind of, I kind of fell out of the parties, and I just started doing shit online. Like that's when my mixes came about, and then it just kind of people just start hitting me up to like do live shows and shit from it.
Yeah. So you would say you like the live shows a lot more than just putting out the mixes and stuff.
Yeah, it's like 50-50 almost. It's now with the live shows I can damn near play all the stuff I play in my mixes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same thing. So it's cool. But at first it was like, man, I'd rather do these mixes because if I'm doing a show, that mean I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
But
No, I hear
but
you.
the fucking it's just something about the mixes. Just feel like, all right, this shit gonna be here.
I mean, you feel like
You
you got
do
more
mixes
control.
for free. You want to do them shows for free. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
ain't nobody telling me to do the mixes and no shit like that. It's just like I just want to do these motherfuckers, build a catalog.
Yeah.
But the shows is just like
So I've only really ever lived in like the rap world. Whenever it comes to like DJs and putting out content, right? I know you got the radio show we'll touch on later. But besides that, what like you see DJ Khaled putting out albums and shit. At what point does a DJ like still be a DJ and not an artist when it comes to content they can put out?
bruh, honestly, I feel like the way I ain't gonna say the way we get treated, even though it is that it's like you that time frame is even shorter now. It's like you almost gotta be doing all this shit at once when you first come out, as opposed to when I first started DJing. I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna just be a DJ, be in the background, help the artist, push the artist and shit like that. Then it turned into like, okay, I'm gonna be the DJ and the producer because I feel like motherfuckers are trying to make the DJ more obsolete because ain't nobody doing mixtapes, none of that shit. So it's kind of like, I'm sure y'all seen a lot of DJs where it's like, I didn't even know you was a DJ. I thought you was a party promoter or some shit like that. It's just like you kind of gotta wear hella hats when you a DJ, bro. Or it's like that shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So it's like it's really just finding what makes sense for you type shit. And I feel like almost everything that I try and lean into is something I like naturally like doing in the first place.
What's the relationship with the rappers? Because I think everyone who knows hip hop knows like DJs are very essential to rappers. But I feel like you said, times have changed. A lot of stuff. It's a
Mm-hmm.
new age. What's the relationships now with other artists that aren't DJs that are like vocal artists?
Yeah, it's definitely getting better. I feel like between like I ain't gonna say '08 because I wasn't a DJ then, but I say like from like 2010 to like maybe 2018 ish. It was kind of like I said, it was just obsolete. Like people weren't doing mixtapes for real. Like it's almost
DJs
like
cussed out
they
at shows.
Yeah.
Bruh, that's what I'm
SoundCloud back
saying.
in
It's
the
like
days.
it's like
just
you
crazy.
fuck up, they ready to like cuss you out and shit like that. But like we got to fight, nigga. Nigga do me like that. We got to fight on stage. They gonna
For
get a
that
whole
whole ass
different kind of
whoa
show.
wild
Real.
crowd.
I can't.
Bruh, we
Uh,
finna get a whole. It's gonna be
Have
a
you
whole
been
new
cussed
show on
out?
the
I've
stage,
cussed
bruh.
out a DJ before. Have you been cussed out?
Hell no,
I
I ain't
didn't
been
think
cussed
so.
out.
I didn't think so.
Because
It ain't went on
hell
like
no,
I didn't think you did.
nah, bro. I got a mic too. We can both talk. I got a mic too, bro. I got a slick mouth, bro. We can both talk up here. I
like
start rapping your song.
it'd be good, bro. You rapping your song.
Yeah, I start rapping your songs. Rap over your beat better or some shit. Make somebody mad. But I don't. It's cool though. I think a lot of people starting to realize with like, I guess with shows and shit like that, or like I think a lot of artists are starting to go out and they like not hearing they shit played. I think that's when they start to be like, okay, let me create a relationship with the DJ or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's still not. I still don't think it's that good because it's like people don't send me their music or some shit. They'll be expecting me to play it. I was like, bro, I ain't got your shit. Like, I'm not. I can't just drag your shit from iTunes to my Serato. I mean, it's a lot better now because at first you couldn't do that shit. And people be like, yeah, just pull it up. I'm like, nigga, I can't pull your song up. Like,
They take you on
like,
YouTube. They take you up there on YouTube.
yeah, they think I'm DJing from YouTube. It's like, bro, you can't scratch on YouTube. Like, you can't mix on YouTube.
They want
bro.
you
I'm
to
not on
download
YouTube.
the YouTube, the MP3.
Yeah, and it's like I actually had it handy. I be doing that
That
shit
should
all the
take too
time.
long
Yeah.
though. That should be
It
worse
do
than
take too long.
They still take like a little minute and a
Yeah.
half. It should still worse.
Also, don't have me doing this for your weak ass song.
Man,
Right, exactly, bro.
you better got that big.
Bruh. Bro, it's been so many times where I download a motherfucking song really just so they can get out my face. But like they'll email me some shit while I'm DJing or I download it. And I listen to that shit in my ears while like the other music playing. I be like, dog, I'm not getting this off.
Is this the artists that are performing, or is this the artists that are just there to hang out?
It be people that's just there to hang out.
They want you to play their
like,
songs?
Nah, they just be wanting to hear that shit, bro.
Yeah,
It be so crazy, bro. Bruh,
Hell,
that should be funny as
man.
hell.
Yeah, nah.
So as I've always wanted to ask a DJ this, as when a performer comes and you're doing an event, do you prefer it be emailed to you, or do you prefer the USB, the OG USB?
I think it depends. It really depends because it be times it's certain people that I don't mind the USB because I know they're gonna have their shit organized. But usually my biggest thing. You said what?
I said some of us gonna have that shit in there. Just looking how
Bruh, nah, real
It
shit,
got
bruh.
40 songs in there.
Bruh, because I definitely understand like having like a organized mess because that's how my shit is. Like my shit be an organized mess, but it be like, bruh, just give me what you got,
Yeah.
or what the fuck I need to play. But honestly, we talking about like emails and USBs. It's really if it's a lot of artists or not. Like if it's a lot of people on the bill that I got a DJ for, y'all should have sent me that shit already, like via email. But if it's on like one or two dudes that already know some shit, it's like just pull up to the show with your shit. Like as long as you pull up early, don't be on no rapper shit where you show up like 10 minutes before your set and then give me the USB because I be having that too. I be like, dog.
That's why I
I'm
said
like,
I'm not
dog,
done throwing rap shows because of that shit, bro. I swear the rappers treat me so
Bruh.
bad when I throw shows.
Rappers, bruh. I say that shit all the time, but rappers are fucking terrible. I was like, dog, y'all are terrible, and you ain't even on. What you so late for? Like, what was you busy doing?
It was in the studio, man.
You wasn't recording. You wasn't recording, nigga. You was bullshitting, bro.
Nigga show up
Trying
fucked
on
up.
pants.
It'd be like that, man. Or you
Yo.
go to get some, or like I went to a show, and we spent an hour and a half at a chicken spot, just hanging at the one by the very first kickback I did. We spent an hour and a half at the chicken spot, just hanging out, just bush.
And it's like, bro, if this was
Bullshit.
a regular day, y'all wouldn't have spent
It's
that much
funny
time
to
there.
let him
It's
more
funny.
rap shows.
It's funny
It's
till
funny
we
till
get
them hoes
booked.
go extinct.
Yeah.
Like, promoters are getting
Right.
tired of throwing rap shows.
Nah,
But
I
rap
hear you,
managers are having to throw these shows. It'd be like rap managers throwing their shows and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. Or you're gonna get caught into like you really a part of a party. Like it ain't even a rap show no more. It's like, no, this a party. We just gonna let you get your shit off for 10, 15 minutes or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like,
so-
damn, that's gonna be the part people go get their drinks.
Yeah.
Maybe go outside for a smoke break.
Yeah.
Cool down a little
You
bit.
want to sit inside and
I
look
just
at
seen
that?
that shit. Whole
Man,
building
I
clear out,
know.
nigga.
Man, that's where the guy.
I've seen that a few times, man.
Shit
It's
be
work.
ugly.
I know.
My heart's broken for some artists before, bro. Just watching the building clear out, I'm like, damn, man. That's why when I book artists, bro, you saw in the group chat, bro. I tell motherfuckers, I'm like, bro, just make sure y'all stay and support each other. God, I hate
Bruh.
when it clears out, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm paying niggas to come here, bro. Just chill, bro. Just like, just hang out.
Bruh. Yeah, that should be pissing me off.
Niggas be acting famous and shit. I'm like, niggas don't even be having kids and shit. If you got kids, I understand, but if niggas don't have kids, niggas be bullshitting.
Yeah.
See, it's the ones that show with the entourage. They show with like 20 people. So it's like, damn, you just like filled this bitch out. And then I feel like they damn near be trying to make a statement with that.
That
They was like,
leaves.
all
So
right,
they-
me
Then
and
they
my-
leave.
my
And they'll be the same ones that show up. These are the same ones that show up late.
Show
Nigga,
up
they
late.
show up 5
All
minutes
that
after they
shit.
said.
It's like they
Bruh.
told. It's like they
Like,
told
okay,
their
man, let me
friends
get on
not to
stage
pull
right
up
now.
on time.
Like, man, they on some bullshit.
Me and my caravan, let's go.
Man.
He just jump up and they catch him. They just catch him and carry him out. You be like, bro, who are you?
Sometimes, look,
Yo,
bro,
so I got a question. How would you describe the Nashville DJ scene? Because it's something we've been trying to wrap our heads around recently, like with the show promoting stuff, and something we just don't understand at all. Like, how would you describe it? Who are some big dogs out here? You know.
Man, if I had to describe it, I would say fucking. It's like so many sides, bro. To be honest, because there's a side where it's like there's the crabs in a bucket side, and then there's the crabs ain't even supposed to be in a bucket. Then there's the cohesive side where it's like everybody kind of fucking with each other, but it's still pretty competitive. And then it's like there's another side that's just chaotic. Like it's weird as hell. And then it's like all of that in one, bro. Like that's the best way I can explain that shit, bro. It's
Makes
like a lot
sense.
of
There's
shit
a lot of
going on.
motherfuckers here, bro. Because that's
I
what
was
I've
just
yeah,
gonna
gathered.
say. I was
I've
just
gathered.
gonna
I'm
say.
like, bro, I can't wrap my head around this shit. There's like every time I look at a DJ's page, they do completely different fucking shows with completely different type of people there. That some of them got people hitting whippets. Some of them are a bunch of college kids. Some of them are fucking like it's like a really
Bruh.
wavy Afrocentric crowd, and then like it's just fucking. I can't get my head around it. I'm like, bro, how the fuck?
Bruh. It's a lot of scenes. It's a lot of scenes. So it's like for every scene, it's like 50 fucking DJs for each scene. And my ass, I be trying to dibble and dabble in each fucking scene to be real. Like I be
Oh
trying
yeah,
to just
playing
do.
both sides.
Yeah, I'm trying to be around it because I mean I ain't from here, so it's just like shit. I'm
Nah,
finna
it
wonder.
is.
Like
Yeah.
I'm finna get involved with everything, bro. Like
Mhm.
at least try to, which is probably helps and hurts at times for sure.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's honestly oversaturated to be real. Like the DJ scene is probably oversaturated. It's hella DJs down here, and it's hella new DJs. Like I feel like every month it's like 20 new DJs, or somebody like wake up and they like, I want to DJ now.
Yeah,
And
I
they'll
definitely
fucking
noticed
hit me
a
up.
lot of
They hit me up, and I'll be like, don't do it.
man. They message the kickback. We get a bunch of DMs on Instagram like from like artists and shit that want to perform, but like one of the main ones we get are rappers and DJs. And it's like
Mhm.
they all hit me up, and a lot of them I want to give them a shot, but it's like, damn, I got this huge fucking pool, and this person that's fucking got like this many thousands of followers and this engagement, they already have a name, does it? You know, it gets hard. A lot of people try to take it
Yeah.
personal, but like it's a fucking lot of DJs to choose from, bro. You got to choose the right one for an event. I like to get the chill ones. You know what I mean? It was kind of hard to find.
Real shit. And it's like, I think some people think because they got a name or it look like they got a following that they, supposed to be like everywhere or some shit like that. And so a lot of that should be smoke and mirrors too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I'm
like
I
that.
got pretty good at seeing through the Instagram bullshit and seeing who's
Bruh.
Cause a lot of them they should be looking good, but I can go in there and find out real quick. Really, what I look for is performance footage and shit. Like I make sure that like these niggas have performed before. You know what I mean? Like they've done shows before, and there's a crowd that wants to see them perform, and there's a crowd that will engage with them. And that's like really that's all I look for. People try to like make it about like follower numbers. I've had people hit me up with like 20,000 followers, but like 14,000 of them are probably fake. You know what I mean?
I was just gonna say that shit be fake anyway.
I'm like, bro, I'm not going. Like your whole entire 15,000 likes has no profile picture.
Bruh. And to be real, they usually that's where it shows up at. Because it's like if you got 20,000 followers, you would probably be seeing like 10% of that.
Yeah.
So if you got 20,000 followers, if you ain't getting around like 2,000 likes on your post, that shit probably fake. If you getting like 200 likes, you probably only got 2,000 followers.
That's a big thing we look at, dude. Like all those bands we found on like for the show you were on, every single artist was like someone who has like a few thousand followers, but their engagement's like really, really good for that. It's like comparable to people that have 20,000 followers, which like all these big ass numbers. And I was just like, damn, dude, there's like a bunch of small bands in Nashville that are like pretty big, low key.
Yeah, there's some dope ass bands around here.
That show was kind of dunked out, bro. I got a cramp standing in that fucking little performance room.
I couldn't walk in.
Like breathing hard. I put my arm up. I said,
"Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Your damn side start hurting. You like, oh god, I've been out too long."
I chose the 40-degree weather.
On our show, I was gonna call the police. It's a party next door. You get all them motherfuckers out of there.
It was hard to walk in, bro. It was hard. It was cool at
first. Pull out a gun.
It was one of those things because like we was all kicking it in the front right before everyone even showed up, and then the time came and it was like 7:00, and I was like, damn, ain't nobody showing up or whatever, right? It's cool. So I don't remember when people started showing up, and the next thing I know, I go to like walk inside, and I can't even get through the door. Like there's just so many. You couldn't even walk through the fucking door, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like I just looked in there.
They should have opened that garage.
Yeah.
Or I mean those side doors. I don't know. I can't tell them how to run their shit. It's a nice spot. It's probably set up the best way it could be.
Yeah.
I don't think they told me they could fit that many people there. That's why I made sure there was that many people there. But it was like, I don't think they thought that many people were gonna show up. They thought we were fluffing.
Do you not think that they do shows about that size pretty often there?
No, I follow them on Instagram. Most of their shows don't have that many people there. They said they've had a show before that had 130 people there. There's no video of it or anything, but most of them are like 50 to like 75 people.
Okay. How many was there on the last show? Do you know number wise?
The last show, I don't know how many people total. I know
it's fucking packed. That's what I do know.
We sold like at least 100 tickets. You know what I mean? So
it was a good amount of people in that motherfucker.
And there's like a lot of people coming and going, like because it was too many people there. So I think probably like there's a good chance like maybe like damn near like 175, 180 people came through.
Like,
throughout the night. Cause dude, y'all see how many fucking cars were out front?
Yeah.
Bro, I went out front. Dude, it was fucking nuts. They were way up the street. I had people that pulled up there like, bro, we couldn't even find a place to park. And they were talking about they had to park like a mile up the street. I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
But they said the neighbors are cool. The neighbors were cool. The neighbors didn't give a fuck. So it's whatever, bro. It's a cool spot. Fuck it. It's a dub it was a dub.
As long as the neighbors ain't tripping, that's the best part.
That's all I was worried about the whole time, bro. That's why I was like telling security, I was like, bro, you just chill. Cause I don't even want the neighbors to see you out here patting motherfuckers down. Yeah. And shit. Like, it's just gonna.
I almost got the security guy in trouble. The whole.
Siri, get the fuck out of here. I thought I said her name. Popped up on me.
It was this is how I knew how many people, like, this is how I knew like it was gonna be hard to count people. It's because like the entire time I'm out there, I'm like, shit, I'm just gonna be talking with security and Mike's cousin the whole time, Jay, and I couldn't even get through like 2 sentences before I'd get interrupted by like another line of 6 people, just like over and over. And I was like, damn, like it's just popping out here, man. I had to get a seat in the corner and just kick it. But,
hey, and if the weather was better, it would have been even more popping. It would have really that outside patio would have been packed.
Yeah,
all this shit would have been packed.
I asked them about that backyard. They got a big yard, bro. So I was like, bro, what about throwing a big ass show out here this summer? And they're like, oh, we'll talk about it. And they were like, I don't know though.
Yeah, they really gonna have to talk to their neighbors then.
Yeah,
it's gonna be we have a stage set up and everything. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna have to really talk to their neighbors about that type of shit.
Call a block.
That would be hard though.
Yeah, we definitely.
Man, I've been wanting to throw one of them motherfuckers for a while.
Man, so I asked
another one.
I asked every hip hop artist about their top 3 favorite rappers, and since you're a DJ, I want to know your top 3 favorite producers. All time.
Ooh. Damn. That's a hard one right there. God damn. Okay. See, this ain't fair.
It wasn't ready.
Alright. Nah, because I really want to say my homies. Because I got like 3. I really want to say the homies, but I'm going to pick probably Ye.
Okay.
I want to say Ye, Pharrell, and Timbaland.
I fuck with it.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Ye for.
Is there a name that you're worried about not including?
Man, I feel like it's so fucking many, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to be real, but.
Well, what are the 3 that you can play live during your set that you know will get the best crowd reaction 9 times out of 10?
As far as
or even just
producers.
You can give me artists on that too.
I'm trying to think. I mean, you can't go wrong with Drake.
Okay.
Like, you just can't go wrong with that motherfucker, bro.
I'm a hater, but I agree with you. I agree with
He's
you.
a big hater.
I'm a big hater, but I agree with you. You can't go
wrong
wrong
with
Drake.
You can't hate on the boy. I ain't a super big Juice WRLD fan, but I think it's because of my age. I think it's because of my age, though. I fuck with him though. I do acknowledge that he could rap and shit like that, but it's just that I ain't big on the sad. Like, I miss that sad wave, bro.
I'm a big melody guy, so I hear you.
I feel that. I do feel that. Trying to think. In the club.
No, it don't. Whatever it can
Not
be.
the club. Not the club.
Let's do the party scene, man. Drake could give me.
Like I said, yeah.
Drake
can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with Drake. I tell you one that's always a slap. My go-to. T-Pain buy you a drink.
I feel like T-Pain's
always a go-to.
Yeah. That's
T-Pain buy you. He got a couple actually.
Yeah. What about I'm in love with a stripper? That's a good one.
That always goes.
Yeah.
That always goes. But shit, it's so many because it'd be some shit that you'll be surprised about. Like, I mean, Brent Faiyaz. It's like always a random one that you can play damn near anywhere, and then people be like, start vibing to that shit.
Yeah.
So, man, there's so many, bro. There's so many. I hate these type of questions. I'm never good at this.
I'll give you one moment to think about your last one. Mike, do you want to do the squishies thing? Cushies, yep. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool, yeah, definitely, yeah. If you're new to watching this, if you're somebody watching this in post-production or whatever, just follow Cushies QC. I'll type it into the KickBaQ chat right here. Follow them on Instagram. They provide edibles for our events. They'll get you right. They're going to get you right. If you can get your hands on them, come to the event. If you're one of the first people in the door, you might get one. We usually give them out. You have to follow them. You don't have to buy them or anything. We'll make you follow us and follow them, to spread the word, spread the good word of the KickBaQ. So,
yep, some of the finest edibles in the land. So fine, I couldn't even try them.
I'll type it in the chat real quick.
Nah. So
That's squishy.
so we got last one. We got T-Pain. We got Drake. What you got?
Let me see. Another always go to Future.
Future. That's a
Future's
good
gonna
one.
Can't go wrong with
time,
Future.
and yeah, they're gonna turn up
Yeah.
every time a Future.
Man.
Is
And
it
then
old Future or is it newer Future? Because I feel like newer Future is a little
Old
bit.
Future.
Okay.
Old Future. Come on, bro.
I feel like the
No,
deeper you
but
go,
see,
the darker it get.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like with Future, it almost any vibe. Because if we talking about like some cool shit, he got a bunch of songs like that. Like you can play the little what's that song, the Percocet and Stripper joint. Like I love
Yeah.
playing that song and shit like that. And I can't remember the song right now.
Probably like Mask Off.
I can't.
Any of that.
Mask Off.
Any of the time to be
no,
alive.
that's gonna
Any of
turn
the
him. That's
time to
gonna
be
turn him
alive,
up.
right?
Yeah,
But even go
that's
back,
gonna turn him up for
March
sure.
Madness, I bet that turned up a show too. Shit.
Man.
That always turn up a show. That always turn up.
Especially after that pandemic
It's
hit,
so
you was
many.
going crazy in the show, huh?
Dude.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
You put Mask
Real
Off on,
shit.
you was like, let's go.
Bruh. Motherfuckers are taking their mask off. You're like, wait, no.
So I wanna get into the Groovy Get Down Radio, man. How long have you been doing that? What can you tell the audience about it? Your vision for it, all that kind of stuff, and just that series.
Man, so the Groovy Get Down it came about by I can start there. It came from a party. Like a couple of the homies, Francis, Wally, Duck. He does videography. Wally is an artist, like an actual artist. And then Francis, he's like a poet / host / this nigga do some of everything. The clothes and all kind of shit. All these niggas do shit. They hit me up to do the first Groovy Get Down. It was actually just a party. It's like a little cool ass KickBaQ type shit. Literally the name type shit. It's like playing like 70s, 80s music / like kind of working your way up. That's really how I formatted it. It was like I started with some old school music, then I just worked my way up into like current music. And then I ended up doing the second one with them, which was like the Halloween edition, which we called the Spooky Get Down. And that one was lit too. And I think after a while, I was already doing mixes. Like, if you look on y'all look on my website, it's like hella mixes before you even get to the Groovy Get Down, or at least they're like way below it. And it was like I was just doing them, and it got to a point I was like, I need a name for my mixes because I was tired of just throwing a number on them motherfuckers. So I ended up talking to Francis, and we just kind of collabed on the shit. On some like, he was like, well, shit, you can use the name. You slick the official DJ for the Groovy Get Downs anyway.
Yeah.
So I just took it and ran with it. And I'm just slow about putting mixes out because I think I started maybe like 2 years ago. Yeah. But it's like, I just be slow putting out mixes and shit like that. I should have a lot more than I do.
Is this something that you can continue doing?
Yeah. I've been considering like transitioning into a different, something more permanent, like name or something like that. Because with Groovy Get Down, like I said, we started with like a couple other people, so I don't want to like run wild with it. But also it's kind of like at this point, I'm really the only person like really kind of using it at this point. So I don't know. It's funny you say that because I've been trying to figure that out like the past month, like which direction I want to go. Because I got some mixes I want to drop and shit.
The AMVs, man. I know Zach. Me and Zach are big anime fans, man. What made you get on with the AMV wave? I know you don't got a ton of them, but I see them there.
Yeah,
I gotta ask about
it. Man, I'm big on anime too, bro. I've been watching this shit since I was a little kid, so it's just like that shit came out of boredom almost. Like not even boredom. It was just like I'm trying to think. I seen my first. I can't remember
Papa
the first
Roach ones back in the day. You know what I'm talking about?
Bruh, I don't know if I seen it. I don't even think I seen them. It's crazy. The first one I saw was it was called Make It Rain on Konoha.
Okay.
And it was a Naruto AMV, and it was like it was basically matched up with Fat Joe Make It Rain, with Lil Wayne and shit. And I don't know. That shit just always stuck with me, type shit. And then like getting older, I would see AMV. So like one day I was just like chilling. It's crazy how it happened. I was just chilling in the bed. I think I woke up one day and I was just like sitting there with my laptop, and I was like, "Man, fuck, I'm finna make an AMV." So I just like did it, and I can't remember which one was the first one that I did.
I think the first one on the website is a Naruto one, but I could be wrong. It doesn't have dates.
Let me see. I might have it right here. But yeah, either way, I did the first one, and I don't know. I just kept doing them after that, and they just kind of went from there. It was just like random as hell, and then I kind of wanted to. I started getting beats from my friends and shit. And I was just like, I just felt like it was just another way to like showcase their beats / like showcase some shit I'm doing. Like, yeah, it was just some fun shit to do. Yeah. But I definitely need to get back on it because it's like every time I randomly check one of them, it's like one of them I got on YouTube got like 12,000 views.
Damn.
Or like some crazy shit. It's like, bro, hold on.
It feels like one of those.
Correction, 22.
Oh, my bad.
My bad. 22,000 views.
My bad.
It feels like it feels like one of those old school like early 2000s type of like musical mediums. You know what I mean? People would do the AMVs. Yeah. So to see him like going on your website and seeing him, I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like this is like
bro.
It's gonna sound weird, but a lot of artists now like don't know shit about the AMVs back then. Zach, I don't know if you ever watched AMVs back in the day, man.
You said who?
Zach. I know he watches anime.
That's my shit.
Yeah,
yeah, the AMVs, man, all that shit go hard, dude.
But man, so what kind of?
I was kidding.
So when it comes to sampling,
that Pulp Fiction picture behind you though, for sure. That Pulp Fiction. Man, draw that?
Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Did you draw that?
Nah, hell no. I saw that shit online and printed it out. Nah. I can show you some art. I got some shit. I got my art minor actually.
Oh, for real?
Okay.
Yeah, I got my minor in art. It's just shit. I don't be having time. It's almost like you almost gotta pick something and just run with it.
Yeah, pick which art.
Yeah.
That's damn near part of the reason why I ain't done no AMVs, because it's like I'll start on one or I get an idea and I just like, nigga, you should probably be making like that, like working on a mix or something like, or making some beats or something like that. Right. But I definitely want to get back into it though.
I'll be feeling the same. So we got some news this week, man. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's the Joe Budden versus Drake going on again. No, versus J. Cole now. I don't know if you guys have been looking into that.
Wait,
what's he talking about?
So J. Cole,
saw that.
J. Cole did the thing with the BTS member. You know what I'm talking about, BTS, the K-pop.
Yeah.
And Joe Budden is saying it's pandering and all the extra stuff. So I didn't know if you guys had looked into it or heard about it.
I didn't see about that.
Nah.
So
I thought I'm hating on Logic, and I don't even like Logic, but the thing Logic dropped was low key pretty straight. So
I didn't see the Logic thing. Did you guys see the Logic?
It wasn't the worst thing in the world.
It wasn't the worst. It was like the second worst.
I also thought it was bad.
He wasn't out of key, and he was on beat. You know what I mean? He was doing an Ice Cube cover.
He wasn't. I was just talking shit. It's just easy to make fun of Logic. So
I hate Logic. I get on Logic all the time, bro. But I hate Joe Budden more than I hate Logic. I'm not gonna lie, because Joe Budden's a hating ass nigga, bro. I'm on my he is.
He is. He is for sure. I know what you're talking about, because I listened to that episode where he was talking about the J. Cole shit and the Logic shit.
Yeah, he did it kind of both of
them. He did that in one day.
Yeah, he did that in one day.
Double
weight ass nigga, bro.
Double 2 for 1.
So
hell no. 2 for 1 special.
He said what he said about J. Cole was, I don't know if you guys also heard about J. Cole like grabbing that random YouTuber's beat and making a song on it.
Yeah.
He said J. Cole's pandering. He got a bag for the YouTube trick he pulled on y'all. I found out that guy who just so happened to do the J. Cole type beat. He's like the most popular producer on YouTube, etc. So I mean, yeah, it kind of lines up with what you're saying. Of dude is just just a hater. But I do think it's funny whenever Joe Budden pops up.
Now he's the biggest producer on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he was.
Fucking got...
I think we all knew about him beforehand, right? We all knew who Batman was before then, I assume.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm not tapped in like that.
It's man. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was good on it.
Man, it's Joe Budden is a fucking hater for sure, but I think that should be hilarious though. I think it's hilarious because some of that shit that he be hating on, once he break it down, it be making sense, kind of. So like, I see what he was saying with the J. Cole shit, but it was also like he be saying shit. He be saying shit like he know like that's exactly what it is when it's really just he just be like this is what I see it as type shit. So like we was saying like pander and shit. It was like, what did he say? He was talking about the dude. He was talking about the dude with the YouTube shit.
Yeah.
And he was saying like he felt like it was pandering because he picked that guy and that dude was like the biggest YouTube dude as far as like making beats and shit like that, to put beat or the type beat dude.
The J. Cole type beats.
They were saying that so that's why he was saying he felt like it was a promotion. I mean, like a promo thing, but they was also saying like, well, he probably typed in type beat and that was just the first beat up there because he is the top dude that makes beat. So it was just one of those things. It was like I see both sides, but it's like bro just be going so fucking hard in his like way. It be funny as hell though. I ain't even gonna lie, that shit was kind of funny.
I agree with the Logic thing. I thought Logic should have stayed retired. Like, didn't he retire when we were in high school, Mike?
He did a cover, like a live cover, like a live audio cover. Like it wasn't like he was like released that song. Like
I know
he's not gonna do a show. Like he did a cover on like YouTube. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like
as a white person, and watching the whole Logic thing go down, I had to say that because Logic retired initially because of that whole like he didn't feel accepted enough by the black community, etc. Right? That was his original reason for retiring. As like a white person, like I also still didn't like his music, so I'm not too twisted about it, man. I'm not
Logic's music.
He just making an excuse right there.
But that was like an all right cover. It was like a bad cover. That's all I'm saying. It was an all right cover. He was just singing, and I didn't know Logic could sing that good. So that's cool. But I think Joe Budden's just a fucking.
Is it as bad as that? Is that one chick's? I'll tell you what. The only rapper I've ever heard do a good cover of like a different. I've heard a lot of. I think what's his name did the Bulls on Parade cover, or the Denzel Curry did the cover of the what's that band back in the day? I don't know. You'd have to look that up, but he did a cover.
I know one Denzel Curry song.
I think I might.
I know the one Denzel Curry song.
No, it was the white dude who is in the rock band with the dreads back in the day. Rage Against the Machine. He did a Rage Against the Machine cover, and that one was.
I think I know what you're talking about. I might have seen like a quick clip of it.
It might have been one of those. Yeah, it was a really good cover. Yeah,
I literally showed you that song the other day, Zach. That's funny.
Yeah, you did.
Man, so and we got a little bit more drama, man. We got I don't know if you guys really know about it because I know the two of you don't really watch a lot of basketball, but the Ja Morant drama.
Yeah, I watched that.
Wait, hold on. Before we get there, that J. Cole and BTS song, it ain't bad.
I ain't heard it.
It don't sound bad. If y'all ain't heard it, it actually don't sound bad.
Song.
That's
Logic's Ice Cube cover is dog shit.
It's not dog shit. It's not dog shit. It's like dog water.
Oh, word. My dogs eat good over here, so that's not bad. My dogs drink the same water I drink, so that's cool.
You ain't gonna drink it after they lick that shit though.
Who won't?
You wildin' tonight.
Yo, understand how much I love my dogs.
Let's get a pool of money going. We're gonna chat it. Let's get a pool of money going.
It's 6 people in the chat. They're not gonna have enough. They're gonna have enough.
Oh man. So the Ja Morant drama. To lay it out there, this all started months ago when he beat up a 17-year-old at a pickup basketball game in Memphis for talking shit. Keep in mind, this is a guy who's on a $40 million contract for the next 2 years. Is it 2 or is it 4? It's one or the other. Regardless,
it's a 5-year. Then he gets signed to a sign.
If he re-signed,
I think he got the extension.
Did he get the? Did he get?
I think he did get an
I thought
extension
this
recently.
is his third year in the season. Is he already ready for a rookie extension? I thought that was 4.
That's what it was. He got a 5-year. He got his maximum rookie extension.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
For like
makes
$213 million or some shit like that. Some crazy ass amount of money.
So he's probably getting So each season he's making roughly 50 million, 40 million, something like that. This man's beating up 17-year-olds to pick a basketball game. He's what did he do? His mom was getting accosted by a security. No, before we even get there, his mom was getting accosted by a security guard. So him and 7 of his friends went to the mall and tried to like jump the security guy. Cops got involved.
Damn, you know detail.
Yeah, I know.
9 of his friends. It was 9 of his friends.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Wait, there was more.
Yeah, it was more.
Yeah.
And
Some
then,
niggas pull up to the mall.
and not to mention the few almost on-court fights with Shannon.
He brought 2 starting 5s.
he brought the bench and the start.
Man, oh god.
And then he recently had the strip club incident where he's flashing gun on IG Live, shirtless in the. How do you guys feel as like this impacts like the future of like how we see sports? I mean, look, we've had we've had basketball players like Draymond Green getting in altercations and it becoming a huge thing. And this season has been big, full of fights. It's starting to feel like this is the direction the NBA is going, kind of like the Allen Iverson days. I know you're a big basketball guy. How much, and this feels like it's starting to impact more than just basketball. It feels like everyone's starting to tell him he's acting like a rapper and all that extra stuff. What are you guys' takes on the entire situation itself? I didn't know you guys knew about this. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, I know a lot about it. I'm pretty tapped into this situation. I don't know. I'm not gonna say he's trying to act like a rapper, but like we're from Lebanon, Tennessee, dog. We've seen plenty of people do what he's doing right now. Like try and pretend they're fucking hood and they get gassed up, and it's like you do get a big head. You got a lot of money. You want to feel protected and shit, so you want to have dangerous motherfuckers around you and shit. But I don't know. I think he's getting taken advantage of. I think a lot of it's just because he's 23 and he's gonna grow out of it in 2 years, and he'll realize none of those niggas are good for him. He'll start a family or some shit. So I don't think it's gonna affect how we look at basketball. I think if anything, he'll ruin his career by the end of this season. Or maybe have a good end of the season and fuck up again in like a year or 2, and they're like, all right, bro, that ties with you. Something like that. Could see it happen. I could see him failing a drug test too for weed. I could see him getting. Well, they don't drug test the NBA for weed anymore, do they?
No.
All right, safe motherfucker. He's safe. He's fucking smoking, bro.
She definitely look. KD has been on. KD got traded and then was on record of being like, "I'm high at this press conference." Of the press conference he got traded in. It's pretty open now.
I don't think it'll be a detriment to basketball in any way, though. I think he could ruin his own career, but hopefully not. You know,
he's an idol though, right? An idol for a younger generation. At least I've seen all these people hitting the gritty. They didn't start hitting it because of the football player. People started hitting the gritty because of Ja. What popularized that shit. You see all these people hitting it after they're shooting basketballs. It's all from Ja. And I think, you know, how he's been acting it will affect the younger generations. And I think depending on how they handle the situation, it's going to set a lot of tones. Because look at the Baron Davis, 2009, brought a pistol to the locker room, got suspended for 50 games. Now the Jaw's only suspended for 2. So it is one of those things where it feels like they're going about it in a way different way this time. And I don't know if it's for the good.
Did he pistol and threatened to shoot somebody over a game of dice before a game, and that's why he was the earlier guy. Not John Morant, but the other guy threatened to kill one of his teammates right before a game over a game of dice. That's a little different. And like Tennessee we got constitutional carry here.
No, he did this in Colorado.
Who did?
He
John
did that.
Morant?
It was a Colorado strip club.
Yeah, that shit in Denver.
He had
it in Denver.
And
that's what really got him in trouble. They were trying to figure out all the places he had the gun. That was like that's what really was about to get him in trouble. But man,
I think it's more of a reflection. Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
No, I don't think it's. I mean, that's part of what I was about to say. Shit, I don't think it's really gonna fuck shit up too bad. I think what has happened was it almost. Like he probably will fuck up again, probably like get into a fight or some shit like that. But I think this probably gonna be it. I think it's just this was too many things at once to where it's just like, bro, you almost ain't got no more chances type shit.
You're already losing
But
your day.
he also is like,
straight.
he just fucking 23, being stupid. Bro, to be real, it's like, bro, what was you about to do with that little pew pew anyway?
Yeah, he was
Like,
holding that bitch
you
like
ain't-
this.
He was holding this.
Touch that motherfucker like I was gonna burn his ass.
Yeah.
Somebody said he was holding it like evidence.
He was.
He was holding this shit like it was evidence, bro.
Oh,
That shit funny as hell, man. I don't know though. I think that it'll die down because I think they made him sit out for like another 4 more games or something like that, at least another 4. But he's not gonna not play in the playoffs.
yeah, they kind of need him.
Like that shit gone. Man, we ain't even gonna be like really thinking about it for real next year. To be real, because most of them people that we talked about, like Gill and Baron Davis, their gun shit ain't what ended their career. Injuries did. Like they were still hooping after all that shit happened. It was a little debacle for a while, but like that ain't what put them out the league and shit like that. It was injuries and shit like that, them being old. So I think Ja be straight. But yeah, he do got to cut down. He can't be walking around with a whole practice squad and starting squad. Like he gonna have to cut. He had to cut that shit short.
He
bro.
gotta let his
you got
mom
too much money, bro.
Hey, if I'm making
You
that
got
much
too much
money, my
money.
mom getting accosted, I'm just gonna tell her just come home.
Keep all them niggas happy, bro. It costs a lot of money to keep all them niggas happy from wanting to kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, for real, man. And I don't even think he got nobody like that around him. To be real, all of them look like young goofballs, bro. Like I don't think.
Somebody will try and test him though. If anything, I feel like somebody will try and. Oh, you think?
Yeah, somebody gonna try him, but that's because of how he been so far, type shit. That's the only reason.
You don't
But
think because he's a superstar in Memphis that he's like good in the hood in Memphis?
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Ain't nobody. I mean, there's always gonna be somebody that's thinking about kidnapping you and cutting your toes off for money. But it's like, as far as like a general, yeah. Anyway, as far as like
all
a general,
niggas around, he's straight. He's straight.
Yeah,
with all
like
niggas around him.
It's like Snoop Dogg. Like, I mean, he's not fucking Snoop Dogg, but it's like, bro, you not trying to kill the only person that might bring your city a championship, bro. Like,
We
don't
want to be that nigga that did that. You don't want to be the nigga that did that shit, man.
bro, you killed the nigga that was gonna bring a chip to the city.
Yeah.
Like,
gonna be happy.
Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you.
He not gonna make it to court, and then they gonna be dead.
Oh God.
Yeah, I lost $50, man.
I feel like he's more of a reflection of like, bro, like he's just a reflection of this generation, bro. Like it's like, that's what kids are fucked up nowadays. Like I say, kids, bro. He's a year younger than me. I'm 24. He's 23, and it's like, bro, like that's what most people are they're just fucking, everybody our age, bro. People our age that we know that we grew up with every day, that we know grew up on a farm or something with mom and dad. They're out here doing the same shit on Instagram and shit. When they get their taxes, they do it. So imagine if those same people got $1 million. There's.
Man, I'm surprised we ain't seen him with a bazooka yet.
Man, his ass could go goddamn be in Afghanistan. He gonna go fight the Russians in Ukraine next. He gonna volunteer.
That
would make him better, right? That would revitalize his career, right?
No, for real.
He goes out there.
And like, he's actually a fucking patriot.
Speaking of Patriots,
Morant.
Berlin is now going to legally allow women to walk around in public without shirts, bras on, nothing. So it could be public pools, it could be public sidewalks, it could be anywhere. Just the city of Berlin.
I'm moving.
Berlin,
yeah. It all stemmed down from a female who was shirtless in a public pool, got in trouble for it. She didn't get arrested, but just got complained on. So then she got in touch with lawmakers and all this kind of shit and made an entire protest about it. So now Free the Nipple is for real in Berlin. Is this a right step forward, or is this a sideways step?
I mean, I call it horizontal, but I'll say it's to the right though.
Okay. This is definitely
It wasn't. That wasn't no conservative decision. That was a left. That was a left foot. That was a left foot forward. That was goddamn. That was I don't know. Good for them. Fuck it. If they're cool with it, I don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Because like think about it, in like 20 years, there's not gonna be a stigma around titties no more over there. They're not gonna give a fuck. It's just titties. And girls aren't just gonna be walking around like they'll be walking around just as much as dudes walk around shirtless in public. It's still inappropriate to walk around shirtless in public.
Right.
Like even if you're a dude and it's not illegal, you're not gonna be the guy that's just walking around shirtless. And that way, if you are, everybody knows to stay the fuck away from you because you're trash.
Right.
Fucking day wear, you don't have a shirt on.
Is that what's gonna happen though? If a woman walks around shirtless, is that people are gonna stay away?
I mean, they're probably gonna do it at pools to tan type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Like, I don't even know if they do that over there, but that's all I can think of.
Yeah. I wonder if they have nude beaches over there. I feel like that they
can
just go there
and some girls might be.
Nah, I think they do.
Oh, some shit, yeah.
Have any of y'all seen Euro Trip? Okay, I definitely recommend seeing that because as soon as you said Berlin, I was like, that sound right. Because in Euro Trip, it's basically about like a group of high school kids that graduate and they take a trip to Europe. Movie crazy as hell. I definitely recommend y'all watching that shit. It's like on some American Pie road trip type shit. But there's this dude they meet and he keep on saying shit like in Berlin. Like everything he says, like he say some wild shit. He's like, yeah, something happened in Berlin. Like every time he say something, it's like Berlin, Berlin. That spot my niggas. I was like, oh shit.
Y'all ever seen Oktoberfest?
Right, yeah. That's the one. That's the one with the beer, the boot. Right?
That's the first movie I ever saw titties in. The first movie I ever saw titties in my whole life was Oktoberfest.
Wait, was it?
That's the one with the boot, right? You drink out the boot.
Yeah, they drink out the boot. And they got
yeah, that's my movie.
The air bubble
with the twin.
Yeah,
and shit. Fucking drowned in the beer and shit. That's basically. I think the people that made that made Euro Trip.
Oh yeah, they probably made all that shit. Like, every single movie we talking about.
Yeah,
but no, that shit, it's that same type shit, bro. It's that same type. Speaking of that, I'm very disappointed they never came out with Pot Fest. Remember at the end, they like at the very end of Beer Fest, they tease Pot Fest. Like they like go to some little spot and like at the end it was like on some like we gonna make a smoking movie type shit.
There's never been a good smoking movie though.
They ran out of the budget at the end when it was all said and done.
Has there been a good smoking movie?
A good smoking movie?
All right, with the exception of like nostalgia from Cheech and Chong's, right? And with the exception of like Fear and Loathing, if you count that, because they smoke in it. Is Half Baked the only good one? Because I really feel like most of these. I feel like most of the smoking movies I've seen have been horrible.
So you don't like Pineapple Express?
Does it count as a smoking movie though?
It's called Pineapple Express. What are you talking
about? It's a little strange. It's a strange.
I know, but the plot it revolves around weed, sure, right? But the movie isn't about them smoking weed. The movie is about everything they do to get to it.
I know what it is.
Neither is Half Baked. There's a subplot to Half Baked also. It's not them just sitting around smoking. There's a whole entire plot to that too. They're like the same type of. There's two different generations.
What was the really
bad?
bad?
Express is our generation's Half Baked.
What's the really
bad? Harold and Kumar a weed movie?
No.
What did you say?
It's not.
Harold and Kumar. That's just a comedy movie. That's just comedy.
It's not a weed.
Harold and Kumar.
I mean, I get they do smoke weed in the movie, but I guess
they smoke all the time in their movies.
I know.
That's what I would say. It's a weed movie.
It's a weed movie. They have like
he fucked a bag of weed in that movie.
Okay, if you fucking weed in the movie, it's a weed.
They went to Guantanamo Bay for having a bong. They went to Guantanamo Bay for having a bong. That's like their whole shtick.
Like, what was the really bad one that had like Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg and like one of them? They were both in high school. Yeah,
that was dog shit. Everybody's pretending it was good, and I hated that movie.
Horrible.
Every time. My niggas want to smoke. They're like, bro, let's smoke and watch Back in Devin, and like, everybody's hyped. And I'm like, I'm sad as fuck.
Good soundtrack, but this movie was not good. And How High, of course. How High.
Yeah, How High.
I don't know.
How High is it?
I might be a hater.
Does that count though?
No, it counts. It counts.
That's how Nick.
Hey, it counts.
Because they was really rappers pretending to be college students.
Yeah, but treating college students and actually.
Well, really, if you know their real life.
Calculate the trajectory of the acute angle and times about the square root of pi.
It's not a weed movie.
All right.
What the fuck?
Yeah. All right, some advice, man. You've done a lot of shows, right? I assume. When it comes to big shows, big events with a lot of people.
Hold up. Cause this nigga Panda, this is like a bot. Panda was a bot. I don't know how this fucking.
I tried to get rid of him, bro. I tried to get rid of him.
What is it? Is that like a Twitch thing?
It was a Twitch extension, bro. I don't think I can get rid of him until after the show. I tried.
Get him out.
I
It's
tried.
like not a person. It's not a person. It's like fucking a bot.
It's a Twitch extension.
Yeah,
I know DJShowMeState is here. If you're in here, please, if you can, mute him. If you can't, I will just have to take it down after the show. I can't
block him. Hating ass nigga keeping all these Z's in our fucking chat.
Is that what he's doing? Is that what he's doing?
Man.
Chat, bro. It's like,
I'm hungry.
it's like an automated text every time.
I can't block it. If our bot isn't here, they
got
can.
53 real followers and we got one fake follower. We bought one fake follower.
Well, he's not a bot. He's an extension.
We're gonna lose affiliate now.
Oh man. So when it comes to big shows and all that stuff, State, I think it was a Glorilla concert that happened recently on Sunday, where 3 people were caught in a stampede and were crushed during the show, just during the performance. What kind of advice can you give people that go to concerts or events that are really packed of how to not get lost in the middle of that?
Man, for one, I mean, this is for everybody. Calm the fuck down. For one, I think that's really what causes a lot of the shit. People just trying to hurry up and get to a certain spot. But I mean, I think they thought it was like a gunshot or some shit like that. So I understand. But man, I don't know. I think one of the main things is just like paying attention to your environment. Like just trying to be aware of what the fuck is going on. Because a lot of that stuff you can kind of like peek before it's happening, and just try and like make your way to a wall or some shit.
Yeah. I think if it's a big crowd and you don't know the artist, like you don't know the fan base the artist has, and it's a big crowd, you should probably not be towards the front. Because you're not going to go to a West Side Gun show and stand in the front and you never heard West Side Gun before and expect to be like a Tyler the Creator show and just be chilling and playful. Like it's West Side Gun. You know what I mean? We got another sub. Appreciate you. But yeah, so
definitely stand in the back.
100%. I know this is the second time within a year we've had people get crushed at a show, right? How long ago was the Travis Scott situation?
It was around this time last year. I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I don't remember this ever being a problem like early 2000s, early 2010s.
No, it was.
Was it?
It was. It wasn't. We just didn't know about it. But like, I saw a list or something like that of like fatalities like that, and I think the biggest thing it ain't been rap shows. Yeah, I think it's the first time we've seen it like in a rap shows. Yeah, it's like country festivals and rock shows and shit. Like there was a show I want to say in Europe. I'm gonna have to look it up so I don't say nothing too crazy. But it was like in the double digits of people that got killed at the show on some like trample shit. Like not even like a shooting or anything like that. Like you get a little out of hand.
That shit can be avoided by the promoters, man. Like a lot of them get money hungry and they don't put a cap limit on the door. Like at our shows we always have like a limit to where we're gonna be like, yo, once we sell this many tickets, we're cutting the door. We haven't reached that limit besides one time. But still, you know, a lot of people just get money hungry and they're like, fuck it, bro. That's fucking. They're looking at like a fucking another $1,000 stand right there, and they're like, "Shit, dude, we could fit half of those people in here." You know what I mean? Yeah. And like they're gonna buy drinks and shit. They'll pack that bitch tight, dude, because like they're not making money. That like after this show, everybody's gonna leave. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna be hanging out and shit. So those promoters are trying to make as much money as they can. And that's what I'm talking about, the Glorilla situation, just because it was a smaller show.
Yeah.
The Travis Scott shit could have been avoided by logistics and the promotion. The biggest one I've ever heard of was that country concert that got like in South Carolina, and it was like there was a storm and they went out there and did the show anyways. And
I have the biggest one right here. The biggest one was in 2003 in February at a rock concert. Doesn't say who headlined it. In the station in West Warwick, Rhode Island. It was what happened was apparently the insulation was made of egg crates, and it got lit on fire. And in less than 10 minutes, 96 people were dead and 200 were injured.
Damn.
Yeah.
96.
That's just from bad insulation in the building.
Just to go in. Yeah. How many seconds you said?
In 10 minutes that happened.
10 minutes.
Damn.
A bunch of seconds, but not.
That's why I don't do shit. I go out when we throw a show, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of times, bro, if we had like a rock show. I don't know, dude. I tell y'all this all the time on this podcast. I say like a big saying of mine is most people suck. Like I try not to put too much trust in a lot of people because a lot of times you get let down and it's really disappointing. So you know, if you just don't put too much faith in a lot of other people for your safety and for your well-being, you know, you're usually a lot better off. So like spend that extra money to get up into the upper deck away from fucking the mosh pit, you know what I mean? Spend like, you know, hang out by the bar and chill. If you're not trying to get out there and fucking mosh and push your goddamn way and waddle through a whole crowd, just don't go out there and do it. Don't go out there because your crush is going out there because your little boyfriend's gonna get you killed.
As someone who performs, I appreciate you as a performer. I appreciate you for wanting to be in the front rows. As somebody who watches the concerts, it's not fun being in the front rows, unless they're like one of your favorite artists. At least in my opinion, because I would rather like be not right in front of you.
That's what shows. I went to Migos concert. Me and Blake in 2017 went to a Migos concert. This is like right at like a few months after Bad and Bougie came out. Like shit's crazy. And it was up at Limelight in Nashville, bro. There's so many people there. These niggas showed up 3 hours late, bro. And we were in the front. We got there hella early. We're standing in the front. I'm squeezed against the fucking shit. Let me show y'all my stomach. Show y'all how my shit look, bro. I'm squeezed against the fucking bar like this. People behind me, bro. Trying to get up. People are constantly pushing, trying to get up in there. And these niggas show up and Offset wasn't even there. He got arrested like 2 days before, or like 2 weeks before. And it was like, I just wasn't even in the loop. And it was miserable. I hated it. I was tired of it. They did a fucking rap showcase. You know, I can't stand a fucking rap showcase, bro. It was like a bunch of local ass niggas up there. Nobody's turning up. It's like fucking 2,000 people jammed in this last club.
Hell no.
We're all pissed off. Everybody's like, Migos chanting shit. They're throwing shit at security. Every time we light weed, security trying to fucking take it. It was miserable, bro. And I hated it. And I was right in the front. People were trying to trade spots with me, though, and I'm like, no, hell no. I don't know why. I should have traded spots. It didn't get better, bro. I didn't come in there with a water bottle or nothing, bro. I was gonna be going.
Hell no.
And we came out, and this nigga Blake's car was wrecked into. Somebody hit his shit in the parking lot.
Oh, my God. That was just a terrible night altogether. What the fuck?
Damn.
Experience.
I hear nightmares about, like, people being up front and getting pressed up against, like, the rails and stuff. I ain't never been to a show and have to do that shit. Most of the shows I've been to is like they almost low scale enough to where they don't usually have that, but they still be some cool shows like a Currency show or some shit like that. Like I don't think they really be having that type of shit at the Currency. Like, at least you're not finna get like squeezed.
That's much old heads
in the front and shit. Like
that's just when you had them stars. You gotta have that fucking shit.
Yeah. Like I know my homie went to like a Drake. I think when they had like Take Care, when he was on a Take Care tour, he was saying like how he was in front and that shit was like, he was like, bro, I damn near passed out one time. Like that shit was so crazy.
For real,
and he was with his little sister, so he was trying to like protect her too.
That's why I was in there pushing back. I'm pushing females and everybody. I don't give a fuck. I was in there dying. I'm like pushing off the bar, like nudging in people. Bad and Bougie came on. When I'm turning up, I'm not going up and down. I'm going back and forward just to keep my space. My God. I was not fucking around. I didn't have a water bottle or nothing. I was in there drinking spit. Like I'm in there dying. I'm in there trying to work it up. Boy, I was going.
You know when they throw water after this man.
They did, too. They did on the fucking during Bad and Bougie. They fucking threw water on us, and I was like, I was for real trying to milk it, bro. Shit was rough.
I think the biggest show I went to was the Damn when they did when Kendrick did the Damn tour at Bridgestone. But I was not anywhere near the front row, so I enjoyed it by watching him on the screen. So I don't know, and I gotta see Dram when Dram was popping, or Drum, whatever, when he was popping.
Drum.
Yeah, that shit was cool, man. What was he doing, like Cash Machine or whatever that song was? That was a cool event, man. But I've been to a Juicy J concert that like wouldn't let anyone on the floors, and everyone had to be in like it was at whatever they do the shows at in Tech in Cookville, and they would only let people sit in the seating. You couldn't like go and stand on the floors, and it was the worst concert I've ever seen. We left at like 10 p.m. before Juicy J even went on. It was like you can't go on the floor. Damn. Why would we even stay? Like, but that was like
we're just here in our chairs and shuffle.
Yeah, like I was just sitting in the chair. And I just smoked weed for the second time in my life before I went in there. So I was already trying to leave. I was like, am I really supposed to be here? Like,
damn. Yeah, I think the latest show I've been to was the Astro World Tour. Travis came to Nashville. So
that shit was fucking crazy. He probably flew in on a dragon.
He had the roller coaster out there. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, me and Cuzzo went, and it was crazy. Everybody was out. Me and him tried to sneak to the floor, but one of the younger security guard was gonna let us through. But then this old white dude came up and said, "Hey, man, you gotta watch who's coming through here. You gotta check the thing." So we had to get back to our seats. But it was dumb though. It was cool.
I hear that.
Damn, that's hard. Shit, I went to a Ludacris concert before.
Luda? Like how long ago? How long ago?
Where the fuck was this Ludacris concert?
It was
at MTSU. It was probably like
a college show.
2017 or some shit.
Oh.
2018. Hey, that shit was. Hey, he went crazy. Like, that shit was lit.
Fly and shit like that.
Just like that,
he did like all the songs. He did like Blueberry Yum Yum and everything, bro.
Oh,
he did like his regular fucking show.
Man,
I was standing up there like, he really doing these fucking slaps? Like it fucked me up. Cause I thought he was gonna get up there and do some bullshit, but he like really killed that shit.
That's what I thought. Yeah. That's what I would think would have happened in 2017 at a Ludacris concert. But I'm glad it was good for you.
Bro, he literally played all the slaps.
I would have went in there with low expectations.
Hey, you know,
I did.
Luda's never let me down. Look, Ludacris has never let me down in his career, right? Sometimes his music sucks, but besides that, he's never let me down. He has like good old music. He's a good actor. I don't care for the movies, but he's a good actor.
And then to be real, he only put out that much music for me to even hate on his current music.
Exactly.
So it's about shit. Right. Keep doing what you keep doing.
I don't even know if he releases music anymore. I remember his old stuff. That's all I need.
He's still making money, so shit. Hey, how
he's an actor, brother? Now. And I fuck with
him.
He'll
drop a verse every once in a while to let people know he can still rap, but it's like you good.
Yeah. He drops a verse just as much as The Rock.
You finna go to the moon. Oh my god.
Man. Oh, speaking of new shit, bro, we got
strong ass music he put out.
Yeah, going harder, fighter, faster, stronger. That gym ass music, bro.
How you put on a strong? That song was strong than a motherfucker. Like how you put out a strong song?
Man, that song.
Only
niggas who do CrossFit can listen to that nigga. You got to do CrossFit to listen to that.
I swear to God, he was on some shit, bro.
I think he listens to like Tech 9. I think that's why.
That's the song.
The Rock raps like.
With him, yeah.
Oh yeah, so he definitely listens to. He's a Tech 9 guy, bro. He's a
favorite rapper on it.
Yeah, he's a Tech 9 guy.
He can get anybody on a song, and you ain't got a Tech 9 verse. He can get anybody.
No. I don't think you think he can get Drake on a song. You think The Rock can get Drake on a song?
He could pay Drake to get on a song. Drake would do it just for fucking laughs.
Bro, he would definitely do it for laughs. Imagine The Rock rapping like Tech 9. Like
that's all he was, bro. No, not the speed. Yeah,
he was trying to. He wanted to. Yeah, he wants to.
He was trying to hit the
pockets,
bro.
Because that's all he knows. That's all he knows.
It's my job. It's my job. Like he was killing himself.
We need to.
I was in the background singing the ad libs. We say hunger, we devour.
If we can get that as the theme song for this podcast, I would do it instantly.
Remind me of that. What's that song? What's that one song? It was like. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
every fucking movie. Yeah, that's the type of shit.
That was in every fighting movie.
Yeah, that's what The Rock listens to.
Wait, isn't that Kanye West Stronger?
That's his alone.
No. It's like 10% skill, something.
Oh, Remember the Name by Fort Minor? That's the song. It's Remember the Name, Fort Minor. Yeah.
Like, I don't know the name.
I know this. I know this from like 2004 Bleach AMVs. Is Remember the Name, Fort Minor. I guarantee that's the song.
That was a big one.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's really white of you.
Hey.
Yeah, way to go.
I'll hold it down.
I love hip hop.
Hold it down, man. You gotta have one of them.
He do that one. Oh, that's funny as hell. That's really the that. Oh my god! I looked that shit up too.
Did you found it and everything? Yeah, I do it on the spot. I went from Kanye West to Fort Minor like that. All right. Speaking of white of me, have you guys seen there's a 36,000 acre land in Texas that Elon Musk is planning to build a city in. And Kanye,
where are we going with this?
Yeah.
36 acres.
Yeah, 36 acres
land.
Yep, and
we got about 50 bills. We're gonna have. Go ahead.
Elon is trying to build a city in Texas, and Kanye West has been contracted as the designer for the buildings. And
that shit gonna look like Namek.
I'm so excited to see what it looks like.
Namek. That shit gonna look like Planet Namek.
Could you imagine, bro? It's all green and the motherfucking.
They got the White House with the spikes and the fucking green windows.
That's all like anime shit that I don't know about.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball. Yeah. I think it's gonna be awesome, man. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the houses that Kanye designed like a year ago or years ago.
I didn't see them.
Those
I was actually fucking with them.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see. I don't care about Elon anymore since this whole Twitter thing. But I'm excited to see like what does a modern day like built modern entirely city look like? You know what I mean? Have we had one of these like in our lifetime? I don't think so. I think it's something that's gonna be really cool. But
I would definitely like to see that shit.
But it also is Elon Musk and Kanye West, so it could be nothing.
It could never.
Yeah.
That shit fuck around and be the detox of cities, bro. That shit fuck around never come out.
I'm supposed to live in Jupiter already. That nigga Elon full of shit.
Yeah. Well, apparently the main reason why he's doing it is because apparently if you are a city, like recognized by the state as a city, then you can have your own laws within the city involving like transporting stuff, transportation, shit like that. So he wants to take his tunneling company, supposedly, and his Twitter company, and put them both along the Colorado River in Texas. And he wants to put them both stationed right there, so that way when it comes to how much they can bring in and out for companies, it could be infinite because he owns the city. So I kind of see where it's going with it, but it feels like some evil mastermind shit.
I feel like he's gonna buy America somehow. He's gonna own
eventually.
Yeah,
he's about to become president. He's on the way.
There's gonna be a bunch of billionaires who are like, "Oh, we can just do that," and they're just gonna start doing that shit
Make
everywhere.
that shit happen. Hey, doesn't the Amazon guy owe like 400 acres in Louisiana or something?
I think so. That's the real fucking super villain right there.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
And he hasn't done nothing with it.
Villain.
But sell the wood.
Shit. Dig. He's doing some shit on the ground.
I feel
he got lizard people down there doing
man, for real, they're doing it.
They got the Epstein flight list there as well now.
Bruh, oh my god. Epstein just down there. Shit.
Yeah, y'all chilling.
R.I.P.
Hitler's down there too. Fucking
right there with Biggie, man.
Throw him in there then, fuck it.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, everybody's down there. Bernie Mac, all of them.
Fuck going to Cuba. They just went to Musk Town.
Bro, it just be like the Illuminati list that these motherfuckers will make, bro. They'll have like everybody on there. It's crazy.
One day I'm gonna find fucking Mike on one of these lists.
It'll be like Bernie Mac and Nancy Pelosi's name right beside each other. I'm like, bro, nobody was talking about fucking Nancy Pelosi when Bernie Mac signed this shit. He last logged in here.
We did we looked at we looked on one of these episodes. We looked at the flight list, Epstein's flight list on the episode, and I know you'll get this. I freaked out when I saw Rudy Gobert on the Epstein flight list. So yeah, to your credit, I think they do just add any big name to these lists and be like, yeah, these people have to be here.
Rudy was over there getting him some pieces.
No, some little kids, man, over there. Fucking
Chris Rock. They'll throw everybody on there. Did y'all see the Chris Rock special?
I saw a little bit of it. Was it good?
Watched it yet.
Well, is it actually good? I saw the first 5 minutes and I hated it.
I just watched it before.
I watched it. It was alright.
It
was like the end. The end was cool, like where he talked about the Will Smith shit, but the rest of it was like just a nigga on stage being a nigga. You know what I mean? He was pissing off he pissed off a whole bunch of motherfuckers, but I don't know, like some regular fucking stand-ups, some shit to play, some background noise.
Do you think?
I think he got another stand-up coming.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think the other one is gonna be the one if he comes out with another one. Because somebody said after watching, they make more sense to me now. But somebody said this felt like Chris Rock on stage doing a Chris Rock impression.
Yeah, it was like that's literally what it felt like. That's what I mean by a nigga on stage just being a nigga. Like it sounded like Chris Rock is playing his character that he always plays and fucking everything. Like Marty from fucking Madagascar. It was like Marty was up there talking. Like what's crack-a-lacking?
And Will Smith,
all right, bro.
Will Smith is actually making that new Bad Boys movie. They finally uncanceled it. So
Will Smith revived that man's career. Honestly, he low-key owes Will Smith a lot. Because that's the only reason he's got a special right now. Or even another one. He have another one.
I know his ticket prices went up like 30 times after the smack. He did a tour. He was on tour during the Oscars. He was on tour, and his tickets were like $60 or some shit. And then after the Will Smith smack, the following shows are like $350 just to get the basic seats. So it done gave him a lot, but. I don't know.
That nigga would smack me. Shit.
Man. Well, he didn't got a lot of shit fucked up,
so
man.
The next day, nigga.
He got a lot of shit
fucked up. That was an impressive smack. He was like perfect form to smack this nigga. I didn't think it was real.
Me personally,
he held the follow through.
I would have been that nigga that was up there beating the shit out of. I would have been up there beating the shit out of him.
He held that bitch.
Because he smacked the way he smacked him. He wasn't ready for him to swing back, bro. I would have swung back because he was frozen after he smacked him.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was real. I didn't think it was real for so long because I was just like, bro, that smack was too perfect. Chris' face was leaning out. It was like he was prepping for it.
He froze.
He just like,
wow.
Bro, he did. It's like, bro, I ain't never seen a more perfect smack like this mother. We'll be practicing that shit, bro.
His reaction was priceless though. He was like, oh.
You heard he said, oh, I could. Yeah. You know he could have ended that shit. He could have really fucked some shit up right there, but he decided not to. I would love to see that.
But we all know who wins that fight, right? We all know Will Smith wins that fight.
It would have been with words, not with his fists. He would have ended his career, bro. Chris Rock
could have ended his career right there, really low key. He'd be like, wow. Imagine that, y'all. I'm like, wow, imagine that, everybody. This guy lets fucking his son's best friend fuck his wife, but he's gonna smack me. Wow, imagine that, everybody. He would have been fucking crazy.
That's all he had to say, but you know,
all you do is say is the shit he said in the stand-up.
That's what he said. That's what he said. The stand-up. That's what he said exactly. He was like, "This guy lit his fucking son's best friend fuck his wife, and he hit me.
But he gonna smack me."
And now they're saying
that bitch ass shit.
Now they're saying his son is trying to date another dude. He's trying to date Kid Cudi. Apparently, that's the new rumor. Jaden Smith and Kid Cudi are rumored to be dating.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's the new thing. I'm for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I can't deal, bro. I can't deal with this, dog. What the fuck?
There's too much going on in the world, man. Too much going on in the world.
That's some shit I never want to
That's the rumor. That's the rumor. I'm gonna need to see proof. I'm gonna see these niggas make out, and then
I'll put a hole in this wall right the fuck now. Nigga. Don't play with this.
I knew it was gonna get to you.
These niggas gotta make out. They gotta stand right here. They gotta stand right here and make out right in front of me.
They both have to say.
Swear to God, bro.
Hey, I mean, I guess they both kind of made Pursuit of Happiness. They was just like, we can pursue that shit together.
Man, for real.
Stop.
Oh God.
What?
I mean, you need to put that out. If that's a real rumor, you need to put that out.
I need to get that shit out there. I need to break the news.
That shit show gonna drop.
No, I saw. I was gonna tell you where I saw it from.
That, my nigga? What's Joe Budden gonna do? He's gonna fucking explode. That nigga's gonna blow up, turn into fucking macaroni. He's gonna fucking.
Doesn't he hate Kid Cudi?
He gonna be mad. You know he half gay anyway. Not literally, it's a joke, but that shit is funny as hell because everybody talks. He gonna be mad, bro. That shit be funny, bro. So he gonna be like, they doing this without me?
Are we taking Joe Budden over Charlemagne?
As far as what?
No, I'm talking about which one do we like more? Do we like Charlemagne? Or
I like Charlemagne more because Charlemagne is always been
Charlemagne feel like he is slick. He is slick, motherfucker, and that's why I don't fuck with him. Yeah. Joe Budden would be an asshole, and he'll at least be upfront about it. I feel like Charlemagne would just do it to fuck with you.
Charlotte
Yeah.
to act
I
hard
don't
though.
know.
Like some niggas punched him and he ran away, and he like didn't ever like try to act hard about no situation ever. He's always
Hey,
like,
wait a
in
minute.
position, I'm
Joe
the
Budden's
ring
been
nose.
tested, and he's chased them down the street. We have video evidence. We have video. He never
chased him
caught
down
up
the
to
street
him.
with
Man. He
rocks.
never caught up to him, but he tried.
No, he did. He
Oh, he
did.
did.
He did. He was at their window with some rocks. He was like a caveman.
Yeah, Joe Budden's
It
just
might be-
fucking old. He's a mean old head, man. He's just a mean. He's like one of my fucking uncles, one of my drunk ass.
He's
uncles
a
in my
mean.
grandma's
He's
house.
a mean old man for
Yeah,
damn
he's just a
sure.
mean ass
Yeah.
old man.
But I'm gonna have to go with Joe. I listen to both of their podcasts. I listen to
Breakfast Club.
Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I listen to Brilliant Idiots. Him
Oh,
and Andrew
okay.
Schultz.
And
Yeah.
that's
So
what I listen to. I like that one. That's what
I listen to Breakfast
That's what I
Club.
said that.
I'm still
But
old
Schultz
head. I
is
be
a
listening to
slick
Breakfast Club like
motherfucker,
3
too.
times a week live. I be like, shit, let's go. It's Breakfast Club. Let's go. I be
Hell
getting
no.
excited, man.
Right. Motherfucker got XM radio and shit.
On
Oh.
my phone.
Something I
But-
wanted to ask on here a minute for like a few episodes. What do y'all think about Adam 22?
Oh. Well, let's
He's
do
a
that.
jumper podcast.
Okay. I've just gotten into like listening to them, and I just started listening to like No Jumper, the main podcast, and Adam kind of annoying. I ain't even gonna lie. But they got another podcast that's like at the end of the day, which is like damn near everybody that's from the regular podcast except for Adam, and this one dude named Duno, and then I think everybody else is they usually on the other podcast, and that one pretty funny too. I fuck with that one more than I fuck with the one Adam be on.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the same.
Me-
But man, I feel like
Yeah.
I don't think Adam's like an evil fucking person or anything. I think he's just like annoying to listen to talk. He's just like an old.
He's an
Yeah.
instigator, right?
It's just
He
like, hey,
feels
what are
like
you
an
doing with these
instigator,
kids,
don't he?
bro? Like, what are you doing with these kids right now? These dudes are like 23 and you're like 40.
He needs to be the manager type person.
I think
what
though.
he's done-
He don't need to be.
What he's done for the culture has been great, though, right? Like, I don't fuck with Adam, and he also, it reminds me of being from right outside of LA. Adam reminds me of all the annoying California dudes, so I don't fuck with him. But it feels like No Jumper like kind of helped push like early LA hip hop pretty fucking hard. At
Yeah.
least from my opinion. So like I got to give it up to him for that.
Yeah, I don't think he's a detriment. I mean, there's definitely a lot of complaints from a lot of people saying he like milks off like the struggles of the black community or whatever. But realistically, nobody else was gonna book these rappers for an interview if he didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like there's a side to everything, and that's why I said I don't think he's like an evil person, because a lot of people try to say he's like, you know, he just does this to use people. But like, I mean, he's fucking running a business and trying to get rich. So I understand.
He does. I think the detriment part is like he thrives off of that controversy and thrives off of like the inner beef between artists. He'll bring those artists on separately, interview them, and then he'll bring them on together for the fight. And then you'll see a lot of these fight clips and all like. I think that's the part where people are like that's a detriment because like, you know, shit happened just a few weeks ago with the Instagram
that's
shit.
media,
It's like you
though,
can't
dude.
have
That's
that
what the
shit.
news does. You know what I mean? The news will bring goddamn Tucker Carlson on, and they'll bring fucking Don Lemon on, and like to debate him out of nowhere, like, or they'll bring him on right after to just go against what he said, shit like that. They always got like, I don't know. That's like if we weren't clicking on it, he wouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? If the masses weren't clicking on it and shit, he wouldn't be doing it. He's a capitalist.
I will say this: he brought podcasting to the hub.com, and it was never there before, and now it's very huge on the hub.com. Podcasting is, and I got to give it up to him there because it has become very profitable.
Oh,
there.
the hub.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna
talking
say
about the what's that shit called? The
P Hub
no, his show Plug Talk.
Plug Talk.
They're
Yeah,
talking, they talked about it on Joe Rogan. They're
Yeah.
on Joe Rogan, or no, it wasn't Joe Rogan. It was Bert Kreischer, and he was like, dude, this guy's a fucking genius, bro. He's got this shit called the Plug Talk podcast, and he just brings girls on, he interviews them, and then they fuck. And I was like, yeah, it's not that simple, but it's pretty crazy.
I've never watched an episode, but I do know that it's very influential when it comes to like pushing podcasting and that shit. It's like I gotta give him to him there, but I do think he's annoying as shit, and I don't know. It's one of those things where if you're white and you root for another white guy in hip hop, you kind of gotta like stand on everything they own type of shit. So not for him. It's a sad reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logic mix.
Yeah, I don't think he's like evil like you was saying or no shit like that. I just think he's just like thirsty for building his fucking company. Yeah, thirsty for clicks and
he
shit.
caught
Like,
up now.
yeah, like okay, perfect example. I think this kind of sums up what I don't like about him. I was listening to the End of the Day today, like the No Jumper podcast, the one that he's not on, and one of the main dudes of AD was basically saying like he's basically calling Adam out for interviewing this dude.
That Nazi dude.
Yeah, he was like, and he was just like, bro, you got way too many black and brown people on your platform to like bring this dude on here and bring a light to him and some shit like that. And it's like, that's what I don't like about him. It's like he, instead of thinking about your staff, he do some shit like that, and then just knowing him, listening to the shit so far, he's not going.
He had somebody debate. He had somebody debate that guy. That's like, so a lot of time his staff will like freak out on him for shit, but it's like they don't really look at the context of it. Like he had Destiny. If you know who Destiny is, the guy with the blue hair that's on there sometimes. He's like a big IRL streamer and shit. But he was debating that motherfucker and basically calling him stupid as shit the whole time. And Adam's just sitting there, like Adam just is sitting there for it, and they're like, "Hey, bro, his staff like hates him, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like his employees hate him. When I've been watching their shit the past few months, I've been like, damn, dude, it seems like this shit's actually gonna die soon. Like that motherfucker.
Shit with House Phone.
The shit with House Phone was crazy.
Yeah,
the shit with
I just caught up on that. I just peeped that shit.
Y'all know about too, Flacco's fucking full of shit, dude. I hate that nigga, bro. I hate Flacco. That nigga's full of shit. But I'm just
not like catching on a lot of these motherfuckers on the show.
The people that hate on the most are the people I like. Like the what's the white dude? I keep forgetting his name. Lush. I like Lush. Because he reminds me of he just reminds me of some old head that used to be a junkie and isn't anymore. You know what I mean? And then I like Gina. I like Gina, but everybody hates on Gina all the time.
I ain't caught nothing with her yet.
Yeah,
I think I heard her on
Suspect.
one thing.
I can't stand Suspect, bro. He's a fucking bully, bro. He's always fucking.
He sound lame. I ain't heard nothing with him yet either. But I know he was he just had some shit with Lush not too long ago. Yeah, and from what they was explaining, he sounded like he was on some bullshit. Yeah.
Even though they had a song and everything together, you know what I mean? He started talking shit, and he was like, "Bro,
Lush was saying like he know his daddy." Lush was saying like he know his daddy. He's like, "Man, I've been knowing this dude since he was like 11 years old. So the way he's talking to me right now is like it's kind of wild."
Lush is crazy because Lush is like big in the rap battle scene, huge in the rap battle scene.
It's a little zoo-ish over there. No jumper.
Yeah, it seems
that's
like
why we can't do ours in person.
Crazy.
They got so much. All the drama, the best drama on their show was amongst each other. Like it's never like it's never the news. It's always them beefing with each other about some shit. They've been having rap battles and shit. Like
just wait for the kickback in person, bro. We're gonna be doing the same thing. You know.
No, we're not.
I'm just playing. Could you imagine?
No,
I can't even imagine it. I'm trying to imagine who, but I'm like,
imagine. Yeah, no, I couldn't even imagine the way they get down over there. They bump heads so fucking nasty.
Yeah,
they'd be a lot. They really be like. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I've seen like hosts of theirs get jumped live, like on the show, and then be back the next day, like doing another show. And that shit is what fucks with me. I'm like, your own job just lets you get beat up at your job. And now you're going back to work.
Kelpie didn't work. Kelpie doesn't work there. He's like this fucking cap ass kid that they brought on there, and Suspect is the one who punched him. And it's crazy that Suspect.
Oh, that's who. That's the dude that spit on him and punched.
Yeah. Like Suspect punched this little ass white kid on there. Like Suspect has had an opportunity to be into it with so many like people of his stature. And he's fucking.
Who's the pimp? Who's the pimp? I fuck with him. I've seen a few of his only episodes.
Oh, you're talking about Sharp.
Yeah.
You talking about Sharp?
I fuck with some of his episodes. So he just be ripping on these motherfuckers, calling them fake pimps.
You know about Soft White Underbelly?
Yeah, I know about
Lush and Sharp. Yeah, Lush and Sharp both got on No Jumper because Adam found them through the Mark White, the guy who runs Soft White Underbelly.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And who's Milk? I saw him in a 5 black people versus 1 hidden secret white guy video.
He's a
you know I'm talking about on YouTube?
He was like a hood vlogger. You know those jail vloggers? He was one of those, and he was like a crip out there in LA. He's just a white dude, and he was into it with that's not Scarface. That's Was his name Stitches? No.
Stitches was that stupid
No, I
one.
think
with
it might have been
Florida.
Scarface. It was Scarface. It was that motherfucker. No, it was like I don't know. You know the street beef shit.
Yeah, I love street beefs.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse.
The
Mighty Mouse was
motherfucker.
OG.
Mighty Mouse had beef because Mighty Mouse is actually a pedophile. So if you like him, stop liking him.
No, I just like street beefs. I just like fights. I just like fights.
So bad.
I don't even have.
My milk blew up.
I do. That shit is huge. Street beefs is great. I used to watch this shit all the time. My friends made me stop playing it for them.
Street beefs. I've made all my friends watch plenty of hours of some street beefs. Zach included.
It's just nice.
It says to that, yeah.
And when you can't watch UFC because it's not live, you just go put on street beefs, and it's the same experience.
You gotta find the short one so you know it's a good knockout.
Yeah.
You don't want.
Yeah.
No, I like watching the long one. I don't know.
I hate watching the long one. It's not trained fighters. It's just a bad fight.
Well, sometimes they have some good fighters. Sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes.
That make me think about looking up fucking Kimbo Slice fights on YouTube.
Man,
it's just like
backyard, bro. We used to look at them fucking backyard brawls all the fucking.
So
time,
many UFC fighters came from them too.
Like
Jorge Masvidal came from one.
That shit is crazy. I remember he knocked like a dude eye out his socket or some shit like that.
And then he fucked him up after.
Bro, it's like, no. What do you say? I'm going to my car and I'm gonna get my gun. I'm gonna shoot everybody.
Even though you just agreed to put the gloves
when
on.
I get back, this big motherfucker better be out of my fucking sight, out of this eye. Like this nigga gonna dap me up and I'm holding it up, nigga.
If I see you out of either one of these eyes, I'm shooting you.
He gonna walk in, hold the other one right up, just so you can look.
Man, you trying to look for? He's like, where?
He said, "We get you different angles. Just
turn that bitch around,
hold it up."
Hell no, man. So we got anything left for tonight, man? Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up here tonight, guys. We're about an hour and 50 in.
We're good.
All right, man. Make sure you guys check out Cushies, man. I know Mike put the Instagram tag in there. So definitely go follow them up. They're a huge supporter of the podcast, so definitely go do that. Some of the best edibles in the city. And thank you in the country, in the world.
In the world.
And thank you so much to our guest DJ ShowMeState for coming up and spending some time with us, man. It was a lot of fun, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
And thank you, Zach and Mike, for being here, man. So we can go ahead and wrap this up, man. Appreciate y'all. Next week we'll be doing the drinking episode. So definitely come through and bring some liquor with you if you want to play along. And then after that we will have Daniel Schaefer as a guest the week after that. So definitely come through and check us out. Much love. Thank you guys. Let's get a little peace sign up before we end this bitch. Perfect.
Nice.